Do we have any Abdul would like to join us? Mayday, mayday. And my experience with Muslims, they are brave only if they are too many and they are alone. Like you see, even when they went to this guy Zakwan in Sweden, it's not one person he went there. They went a couple of them because they are a bunch of cowards and because they knew that he is a refugee, he don't have weapon, he cannot defend himself. You know. Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muslim would like to join us? If you are not sitting your mama or the mother of your kids, join us. Any Abdul? And you know, actually the Shia are very sneaky, very filthy. So the Shia, they try to present themselves that they are the peaceful part of Islam. They are the criminals. Actually, my information that the one who killed this Zakwan, they are Shia. The one who attacked, what's his name? The one who wrote satanic verses is a Shia too. Shia are very, very filthy, sneaky. So when they sit with you, they claim that they like Christians, they are against the Sunni are the violence, but they are the most filthy you can imagine. The example is there, Hezbollah. You know, they are drug dealers. They rent their women. They produce. I mean, if I show you guys, let me see if I can find some videos. The Muslim, they were fighting just last week in the north of Syria, sorry, in the south of Syria, in the border with Lebanon. And the Muslim Sunni terrorists, they were able to take over the Shia terrorists. Not only they found manufacturers for drugs, they found even manufacturer to print money. Let me see. Drugs, hashish, cocaine, heroin, you name it. Here we go. This is a printing. This is a place where Hezbollah print money. We do not know dollars. We do not know exactly what they are printing. So if you go here, let us skip, you will see the printing machines. Do you see the printing machine? They are I mean, they are the most filthy, crime organized organization in the world. So in the appearance, they make a speech about Allah and we are, and decency, and the Jews are the reason of the corruption and the world, and the big shaitan and the small shaitan. Drugs, hashish, printing money, destroying countries, because when you print money, that destroyed the economy, Look at this. And they have even, it says in it, and let me show you the cocaine manufacturer. They found a huge one. I will try to find it. Massive, massive production. Let us see. I'm just looking for the the video. Where is? You will not believe it how big this manufacturer. Here we go. Look at this one. This is one of this is not the one I want to show you, but this is what this one will do. Look, this is Hezbollah, one of thousands of Hezbollah manufacturers for drugs. Do you see what they are using? They are using those material to make drugs. Fentanyl, hydroxide, flakes. All right. Look at the machines. Hold on. Let me show you the machines. You see those oven? This is where they cook. This is where they cook the drugs. Do you see it? Those oven. This is where they cook it. They do the mixing. This is all Hezbollah. And you know, and Hezbollah leader, he the Sheikh, Allahu Akbar, we pray on Allah and his prophet, and please say the prayer on the prophet. Look at this where they mix. Look at this. See it? Let me show you more. Yeah, they are, you know, they are people of God. Are you kidding me? They are the people of God. Don't listen to people, huh? Yeah. Look at this one. This is a truck they just catch 2 weeks ago. Look at this. All of this is coming from Hezbollah. Oh. Imagine, guys, they use even the baby, you know, like, you know, those baby seats. Look. You see that's chocolate. You see the chocolate? Look. Do you see it? This is a chocolate. But when you open it, look what you will find. Look. You see what they have inside? Look at this. Can you see, guys, the pictures? Is it clear? See? This is coming from Lebanon. Hezbollah, brother, Hezbollah, they are decent people, Hezbollah. Yes, brother. Look, this is all is drugs. They are burning. Look at the drugs. They found in their look, all of this is drugs. They are burning it. Tons of drugs. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the machines to make drugs. You see why they are rich? How they make money? From killing people, you know. Look at look at this warehouse, how big it is. Look at this. Tens of thousands of warehouses all over Syria and Lebanon. Yeah. So in the appearance, they are doing jihad for the sake of Allah. I'm just searching for the ones just 2 weeks ago, because there is older ones. Very decent people. Oh, hold on. I want to show you the video. Man, I saw videos when the Israeli they hit Nasrallah. You will not believe it, guys. The fire is coming from under the ground. It's really like an earthquake. You know what? Actually, earthquake is even nicer. Let me see if I can find the video. Hold on. Yeah, look at this video here as an example. Let me show you. The earth was shaking and fire come from under the ground. Look at this video here. Do you see how the holes are coming from the? You might think that the bombing is coming from the top. No, this is after the explosion. Fires, the ground was coming up. Look at this. The fire is coming from under the ground. This is far away from where the attack happened. This is not where the bomb been thrown. Let us see another one. Maybe this one here. All right, look at this one, guys. Look at this one. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this. Notice with me what will happen. Do you see how the thing came from the ground? Did you notice? And then it started coming more and more and more, and fire. First the dirt. Look, and now the fire is coming out. What kind of bomb this bomb is? I want to buy one. Do you see what happened? I don't know if you noticed what happened. Let us play it again. Hold on. What is this video here? Okay. Let us play it again. Look at this. So the guy is going to his motorcycle. He's lucky actually. If his motorcycle was like just a meter away. Look. And look how the cars are jumping upside down. Where is the Shia guy? And now you can see the fire actually, the flame of on the reflection of the car. Do you see the flame? I don't know if you can see it. You see the flame on the car. I mean, it's really. Look, who's this guy? He's wearing gloves. Look who's here. Hi everyone. What happened? What happened?
Mike, I'm always chasing that high. I'm addicted to praying.
Guys, she is high. She is addicted to praying. She is a decent woman. Muta. Anyway, do we have any Abdul? Any Abdul would like to join us? And now, you know, Trump even he allow Israel to receive the most aggressive bombs, which they were not allowed to have before. So good luck, Muslims, if you want to go at war with Israel. In fact, now the Israeli actually they changed their plan. So in 2 years from now, they will not need to buy any more bombs from USA. All the bombs they are buying is going to be manufactured in Israel, which is the right thing to do. So in case, like in the future, you know, they have a scumbag like Joe Biden, so they will not be able to stop them from defending themselves. This is the right way to do it. Do we have any Abdul? Yeah, she is just a silly, but you know, she is making good living. Look at this is comeback. Indonesian. Those are Hamas. Just wait, just wait. Count your days. You see now they are doing show, and the women. You say this. They say to you that the women, why you are fighting women? Why you are killing women? Those women, they shut up. Look, she is celebrating. She is throwing rice on them. You want to donate rice? Look what the women they do. She's praying, may Allah guide, may Allah protect you. They are throwing flowers too. Look. Look at the filthy. Filthiest comeback. Give me Israel for 24 hours and I will teach them how to behave.
And perception is all that I value.
Yeah, about value.
What are the top 5?
Yeah. All right. Nothing but scumbags. Do we have any Abdul?
What are the...
Hi. What is... Hi, everyone.
Shut up. Any Muhammadan would like to... They will be releasing 3 hostages Saturday. You see, Netanyahu is a scumbag. He is the reason for all what happened. He allowed them to do it. He encouraged them to do it. And now he is doing it again. He is the one who told those Hamas, if you kidnap our kids, we will release your prisoners. And now they are taking advantage. And now, you know, Trump, just because he want to make himself like, I am the one who can stop the war. Before this day, you have to release them. So he forced Netanyahu to agree with Hamas. He forced them just to make himself. This is one of the bad things about Trump. He like, me, do you see what I can do? See what I can do? I can't stop the war. But in reality, did he stop the war? In fact, no. In fact, now he empowered Hamas by giving Hamas the show. Because Hamas been defeated. But now with this show, it looked the opposite. They are going out, celebrating. The Israelis not even, they cannot even shoot at them because of Trump. So Trump doesn't mean he don't do something so dumb and so dumb. He do that all the time. But we hope that that will change soon, But there's no question that Netanyahu is an idiot. He's a very, very bad person. If I am in charge of Israel, I will be the first one to get rid of the hostages, which means they are with the enemy, bomb everybody. Because this is the only way to win the war. So they are sacrificing the whole nation for the sake of a few hostages. This is how weak they are. The enemy understands your weakness. If you cannot, you lost 400 soldiers. To release 100, are you stupid? Is that a form of stupidity? And they force you to withdraw? So what exactly happened in the last, so you killed 40,000 of them? What does that mean? Those people, they have sex to babies, and in 6 months they will have 100,000 instead of the 40 they lost. When you are at war, you don't risk your nation to save some even if they are civilians. You cannot win a war with such a mentality. Hippie, this is hippie mentality. Either it's war or you surrender. If I have a son and he is one of the hostages, I will never change what I'm saying. The terrorists have to die. And if my son is with them, what I can do? Let him die for the sake of the nation. You know, I'm not going to rescue my son, and then those people, they will kill thousands and thousands of my people. Which one is more important? This is how stupid the Israeli today. They are rescuing their nation, and they are teaching the enemy that tomorrow just kidnap more. You see a girl walking around the street, kidnap her. Okay, we will release 1,000 criminals for you. The law of Israel have to be changed. Anyone he kills somebody have to be executed, not a prisoner. This way nobody will be free anymore, especially the one who have a blood is in his hand. The law have to change. Stop being stupid. Anyone who commit terrorist act should be executed, not jailed. Even Muslim country, if somebody kills somebody, the punishment is execution. So why you don't do it? So now any of those, he go and he stab somebody, kill somebody, and he knew next year, the year after, you know, Hamas would kidnap somebody, they will release us. This is how stupid the Israeli government and the Israeli constitution is. That's why I say to you, give me Israel, I will teach them how to behave. Those people will not understand any language except their language. And then they will never dare to kidnap anybody. If they notice each time you kidnap somebody, they go to war and you kill a lot of them, and you have no, you know, no negotiation, they will never do it. As long as they see there is a result of this kidnapping, they will keep doing it. This is what Europe did the same with Yasser Arafat. Yasser Arafat, the stupid Israeli, agreed with the stupid, filthy scumbag Bill Clinton to invite Yasser Arafat, shake hands, and sign peace agreement. But by doing that, look what happened. The Israeli themselves, by being stupid, listening to the American, they agreed to establish an Islamic Arab state in Israel. By doing that, shake hands. And Yasser Arafat, from somebody is a terrorist, in the eye of the whole world, suddenly his name became a president, Yasser Arafat. This is how stupid the Israeli they were. They gave the key of of their door to the killer. Dummies. And you know, for me, since I was a kid, I watched these things happening in TV, and I'm really so upset. I say to myself, do those people have a brain? Don't those people, they will sign up people with you tomorrow, and tomorrow they will ask for more and more and more until you are out. So the stupid Jews, sad to say, they think if they sign a peace agreement, it's going to happen. We will have peace. This is the religion believe only them can be anywhere. They don't even want European to be in Europe. They want only Muslims to be in Europe. A European can be in Europe if Europe became a Muslim. They want America to be Muslim. They want Australia to be Muslim. What's wrong with you? Are you stupid? The more you give, the more they ask. They will never stop. So it's a demonic cult, filthy, satanic. A negotiation, and you know the whole world is asking for a human right, because the word is a word of filthy, trashy, you know, word. Nobody asked Putin what he do for anyone oppose him in Russia. Nobody asked Putin, well, let us bring Kadyrov for a crime he'd commit in Syria and Ukraine, or even nobody would dare, you know. What about China? Who is going to make a warrant to arrest the Chinese president? Where is the criminal court? International Criminal Court. Do you know what kind of country China is? Who is going to make a warrant to arrest him? So they go after a small country, it's called Israel. You know, this is small, tiny, everybody hate them. And we can make those stupid so-called Pope and Christians, they call themselves Christians, to join us. And now we gang all of us like dogs on those people in Israel. What we see today is happening is a gang of dogs. Doesn't matter what the name of the religion. Anyone who's ganging against Israel is a dog. He have rabies. And the Muslim, they knew how to use other beliefs, other religions too. So you will see a country like Ireland, led by, sadly, the Pope and his garbage. They hate Israel. Man, they are more Hamas than Hamas. All of this because the filthy leaders of the church there, the church of Satan, they are leading them in that direction. But we never heard of Ireland crying for the Christians who they are Catholic in Lebanon. Have you? Christians, Catholic Christians in Lebanon. What about Catholic Christians in Syria? What about Catholic in Iraq? They never cry for them. With all what happened to them. But brother, Gaza is so important for them. Like when the last time the Pope, he condemned the action of Muslims against Catholic in Syria or in Lebanon or in Turkey or in Iraq. But he is every Sunday Israel. It's disgrace. Disgrace. You know, Trump, he deport people from America because they are illegal. Right? Is that correct? All right. So Christians are running from their countries, from their land. He never say it's disgraced. He don't talk about it. It's okay. Why you don't defend them to stay in their land? What about you take Gaza to the Vatican? It's empty. So you know the situation in the Middle East. Everybody is doing wrong. Trump is doing wrong. Trump will never do right in the Middle East. This is my opinion about him. He never did right. And not only him, to be fair, all Americans, they never did right in the Middle East. Because until now, they don't understand. You know, Trump, he just want to be a famous king. Someone who can do things. But he don't care really for the price. As long as he is not the one who will pay for it. Like now he want to enforce peace in Ukraine, which is good. I love it. I want the war to stop. But he is pressuring the weak one, not the strong one. Instead of, you know, of pressuring the Russian to go for peace, he is pressuring the one who lost their land to give up their land. Surrender, just surrender. You know, this is exactly what peace is about now. Biden is evil. He want the war to continue, not because he supports Ukraine, no, because they are making a lot of money from this war. All the money he claims he is sending to Ukraine, it's a weapon. This weapon, somebody pay for it. Who? The American government. And that means the company who are making weapon, they are making billions and hundreds of billions of dollars. If this war stop, who's going to buy this weapon? War is business. War is business. So Ukrainian die, he don't want them to win. That's why he don't allow them to have serious weapon. He gave them weapon, it just to deter the Russian, but not to defeat the Russian. He don't give them weapon so they can free their land. He give them weapon is enough to make them lose land slowly. So where is the support? And same as Europe. So all of them in the appearance, they support Ukraine, but in reality, all of them, they are the enemies of Ukraine. They are using the Ukrainian blood to fight Russia. This poor Ukrainian country, people hardly they can find a job. People hardly can find an income. They put them into chaos, into war, and they leave them alone. Trump, he forgot that it's America who signed Look now, look what he's doing. He want to make them sign agreement. Putin, he want agreement that Ukraine will not attack Russia. Can you believe it? And Trump, he want Ukraine to sign that instead of the opposite. And what about the signature? What happened before? American, they signed with the Russian that they will protect Ukraine in case of any invasion. That's why the Ukrainian give their weapon. This is why I say to any foreign country, it doesn't matter what your nationality is. The one who trusts other nations to protect him is a donkey. Seriously, a serious donkey. Israel is doing the same mistake for a long time. They depend on America to provide them weapon. In the last few years, the Israeli, they felt what it's mean to be under the control of somebody else. Biden, he decide when the war will start, when the war will stop, because he is the one who have the ammunition for their guns. And why the Israeli are not making their own ammunition? They don't have the technology? They do. They depend on America. Very, very bad mistake. The only benefit of what happened now in October 7 and what happened in Ukraine, Ukrainian army now became so powerful to the point they can stand to Russia, and they are now developing their technology. When Putin he attacked Ukraine, they don't even have a single drone. Imagine how bad the government is. The Department of Defense is so stupid. Have nothing to do with technology. Now Ukraine, they are making the best drones in the world to the point American companies are signing agreement with them to use their technology. Even Israel, they sign agreement with Ukraine to allow Israel to use the Ukrainian experience and technology. And the only benefit of what happened in October 7, the Israeli learned their lesson, and I hope that will be for a long time, that when you have an enemy next door to you, you don't go to sleep. And I hope they will never have such a scumbag like Netanyahu ever again. You know, when I was in the Philippines, I was with a Filipino person. He's very, very, very effective person, and he is very connected, and he is a very close friend to Netanyahu himself. When I was in the Philippines, I met, because of this person, with the founder of the Constitution of the Philippines, with a bunch of senators, the foreign ministers of the Philippines, the Speaker of the House. He's very connected, you know, and through him, I became a person who knows a lot of people too there. Once I was with him in the car, he received a call from Netanyahu himself. He said to him, I have someone he always support Israel next to me. He said, you want to talk to Netanyahu? I said, no. I hate this guy, Netanyahu. And he gets so upset from me. After that, he hung up. He said, why you? I said, no. I said, this guy is a scumbag. I look at his face. I can tell he was very unhappy of what I said. And I hope now he understands why I'm saying that. So he think of Netanyahu highly, that Netanyahu is a real leader, but Netanyahu is a businessman, is a scumbag. All what he do is about himself, is truly, truly a fraud. And he is under many investigation. I told him, even at that time, I told him he is under investigation. He said, so what? And many people, like, because they have many opponents in politics, they try to investigate them. And I said, okay, you will see. Just wait, you will see. And now, actually, part of the investigation in Israel, that Netanyahu was funding Hamas. One of the stupid things this donkey he did, he allowed every month, if not hundreds of millions, millions of dollars to arrive from Qatar to Tel Aviv. From Tel Aviv, by the permission of Netanyahu, the money go to Hamas every month. They do not need to smuggle the money. It's coming legally. Can you believe it? The stupid Netanyahu, he funded Hamas. And this is one of the investigation he's going to face. And this is why actually he's hoping that this war he made to make him appear like a better person. Like, okay, October 7 happened, so look what I will do. But this is not enough. This guy should go. This guy should go. He is no good. Not in my book. Imagine there's girls who they are doing training in the Israeli army, and they have a point here. Let me see if I can find it in the map. They have a point of like a watching like Israeli training point facility. So it's here somewhere close to Gaza. So those girls, and most of them, and all of them are kidnapped, by the way. Those girls are kidnapped. They are in the age of 18. Imagine. They put them in a building. They have no weapon with them. And their job is to listen and to see what the enemy is doing in Gaza. Those girls, the 18 years old girls, they send a warning to the head of the staffs of the army, saying there is something wrong happening in Gaza. They are preparing for an attack. You believe it or not, all those scumbag garbage leaders, not only Netanyahu, they throw the warning they send in the drawer. They can see them. They can listen to their phone calls. This is what those girls are doing. And it's part of their training in the army. And then Hamas attack, and they kidnap all those girls in one shot. And they killed many of them at the same time. You know, some people, they learn from their previous history. Some people, they will never learn because they have a bad memory. The same happened to Israel a long time ago. The same exactly. They attacked them from the back. So the benefit of October 7 is that they are lucky that October 7 did not happen and everybody attacked them. Like imagine if in October 7 Egypt attack, Jordan attack, Hamas attack, the terrorist of Ramallah attack in the West Bank, and Syria attack, and Lebanon attack, Hezbollah. So the whole country is asleep. It took them 5-6 hours to respond. This is how bad it was. So those Israeli, they relaxed. They said, oh, we are Israel now. We are so powerful. Who dare to attack us? Tomorrow we have holiday. Remember, 1973, what time the Muslims attacked? It was the same. It was October 6. The reason now they did it October 7, because the holiday was October 7. So in October 6, 1973, the Muslims, they attack Syria, Egypt, Jordan, Morocco. Even they brought fighters from Pakistan. They brought fighters from Algeria, from Libya. They attack from every direction. Why? Because it was holiday. But what happened in 1973, that Israel got, let us say, the enemy, stupid enemy. They could not even organize the attack to be in the same time. So the Syrian, they send a message to the Egyptian, and nobody received it because the code changed. Nobody told them that the code changed. And the Minister of Defense of Egypt, he went vacation because the attack is not happening now. They did not decide yet. They did not. Nobody told them like, okay, this now it's not confirmed. So he decided to go for like a 1 day vacation. So he did not receive it. So it was like a bunch of delay. Otherwise, it's going to be a disaster if it happened all in the same time in a very well organized act. And yet Israel were able to defeat all of them. This time, it's the same. October 7, not 6. Always the Muslim, they attack when the enemy, which is normal to do it. I mean, you have to be smart. So they attack you when it's your holiday, not when you are awake. So they knew that those Jews in this day, they don't even open their phone. They don't even open their radio. It's forbidden. It's going to be Sabbath. And the religious ones, they will not even think for a second to open the phone to see what's going on. Imagine, I saw some videos, documentary. A woman and her husband, they are in those locations here, caboose. And they saw the missiles and they saw that there's something happening. Obviously, there's an attack. Imagine, after many hours, she said to her husband, shouldn't we open the phone to see what's happening? Look how stupid some people are. Being religious have nothing to do with being stupid. So if it's Sabbath, who said to you that in Sabbath you put your weapon down? Is that in the Bible? Nowhere. In fact, it says the opposite. Who said to you that in Sabbath you don't watch the enemy? They are less than a mile from the enemy. Less than a mile. Look at this. You go to sleep. You turn off your phone. You turn off your radio. Oh, haram. We cannot open it. No. Rockets are coming. People are flying in the sky and they are not even trying to turn the radio or TV because it's forbidden. Is that what God taught you? So there's a huge difference between being religious and being stupid. That's why Jesus said to them, Sabbath was made for the man, not the man was made for Sabbath. So the stupid ones is the one who think that Sabbath is made for God. God do not care for your Sabbath. You do not need it. Sabbath was made for you. And now how in the world you make Sabbath is the reason for you to be killed and your women to be raped? So what happened in October 7? Even though it's very painful, but Israeli are lucky that was not October 7 from all the countries around them attacking at the same time. They should learn from now on that never go to sleep. Not when all your neighbors are enemies. All the neighbors are enemies. Even if they sign peace agreement with all the neighbors, they are enemies. If the Israeli one day they forgot that, they are doomed. And next time, if the enemy took hostages, if I am the president, I will bomb the hostages first. So the enemy will not be able to torture them and will not be able to torture us by them. Even if it is my family, if I have any, between them. This is how a nation, you don't sacrifice a nation for the sake of few hostages. Who care how many people protest? A real leader to win a war? It's a war. It's not a comedy. It's a tragedy. It's not a party. Those hippies, they want to win a war by hugs. This is why the stupid Israeli, the hippie ones, they have a party. Where was the party? Let me search. Anyone remember the name? The festival, the peace festival. It was what? Done by, what the name of the group? I forgot the name of the group. Yeah, Nova Festival. Nova Festival. Yeah. So those hippie Nova festivals, they believe in peace. They support, even they support Palestine. They support Palestine. I mean, look how stupid they are. Look how dummy. They were the first one to be kidnapped and tortured. They were shooting them like shooting pigs. A bunch of dummies. And what the point of those festivals? All night the people dancing, shaking their. Look how stupid people are. You know, hippies. You know, I find hippies are like it's like somebody. He want to be an insect. You know, a frog. Walk, 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 walk. You know, life is not about the music. Yes, the music can make us have, you know, have a good time, but life is not a music. Life is not sex. Life is about accomplishment. All those things, you accomplish nothing. And it doesn't matter how many party you have, you attend nothing yet. Because the second you finish this party, your pleasure became a headache. Those people that designated themselves, the name is sound good, like peace festival. You know, I mean, come on, who hate peace? But how do you want to do peace with the devil? By dancing for the devil. And then the devil, he opened his mouth and he swallowed them all. When the Bible says, my people have been destroyed because of their ignorance, it's true. Now, I expect that Trump, now he want to make himself that he is the one who released the hostages. You know, he is Alexander the Great. But then after that, there's a stage where it's going to come, and Trump will unleash any power Israel needed to clean Hamas from Gaza. Trump, he want Israel to sign peace agreement with Saudi Arabia. And I believe this is a big mistake. If you ask me, I believe this is a big mistake for Israel to do. But for the sake of politics, it can be fine if Israeli, they still understand that Israel will never be friend to Saudi Arabia, which means we will sign peace agreement, but we will be always ready for war. So Trump now, he's trying to make himself again the star. So he will bring them to the White House. He will bring the crown prince. He will meet even Putin in Saudi Arabia, you know, to finish the war in Ukraine. So the purpose of Trump movement here is to make himself the shiny star who can have things done. The impossible can be done. So Biden could not stop the war. I will stop the war, even if he stopped it unjustly. Israel did not finish the war. I will finish the war, even if he stopped it unjustly, which means against Israel, just to make himself shiny, at least temporarily. And soon he will force Israel to sign a peace agreement with Saudi Arabia. In return, he will force Saudi Arabia to give him something. You know, Trump, he don't do things for free. You know, so he will force the Saudi to give him something in return. It might be making Saudi Arabia accept to take some of Gaza. It might be forcing Saudi Arabia to take over Gaza, you know, which means they will be the one fighting Hamas, not the Israeli. It have to be something worth it, because peace agreement for between Israel and Saudi Arabia is not for the benefit of Israel, it's for the benefit of Saudi Arabia. You see, the Saudi, they have a big fear, and their fear is the enemies around them, the Shia. And Saudi Arabia is a very massive country as a size, but they have a small population and their army is potatoes, literally potatoes. So if Saudi Arabia go at war with Iran, Iran will take them in a few days, not even a few months, with all the weapon they bought from America. In fact, the Saudi already, they've been proven to be a potato army in their war in Yemen. When they sent their army to fight in Yemen, al-Houthi, they were really destroyed, even though they are fighting militants. Because their army, you know, those people, they eat a lot. Each one of them, he have a big belly. It's not an army. This is an army. We call them Kabsa army. Kabsa is a kind of rice and sheep meat, you know, mixed together. So the army is not an army. They cannot protect themselves. So they have the Shia here in their borders, and they are big in number. You know, this guy al-Houthi, as you see, he is even disturbing the old kind of movement of ships in this area. To the point USA, England, etc., trying to stop him, and yet until now they could not do it. Why? Because simply they are not using the proper weapon with them. You have to use a massive destruction weapon. Normal weapon will not work with those people. They are like big in number, like ants. So al-Houthi is here. Hamas is an enemy to Israel, to Saudi Arabia. The reason for that, because Saudi Arabia, they fear those terrorists because they have a lot of support inside Saudi Arabia, so they can be part of the force to change the regime. And this is why Iran is supporting Hamas. Always check out who is the one who supported the party to know who is the one who controlled the party. And we have Iran in the border. All of this is Iran. Look how massive it is. In a few hours, Iran can cross the Gulf and they can be in Saudi Arabia. In 2 hours, they can occupy Emirat. Already they took some island from Emirat. If we go to Bahrain, more than 70% of the population of Bahrain are Shia. So Iran can take over Bahrain in so easy. That's why Saudi Arabia, they establish a bridge between Saudi Arabia from Al-Khabar into Bahrain to make like a kind of a security for Bahrain. Otherwise, Bahrain is already giving citizenship to people from Pakistan. Sunni, they bring Sunni because they are minority. The majority of the people in Bahrain are Shia. The one who made himself a king is a Sunni. So Iran, if they go at war, the only reason they are not going at war right now is America. Otherwise, if America one day decide not to give attention to the Middle East, Iran will take Iraq, will take Syria, like now the Muslim Sunni, they took over Syria. Iran can take it easy again. They can take it easy, very easy, you know. Iraq is the massive number of Shia too. The majority are Shia. So look at this. Shia, a lot of Shia in Lebanon, in the south of Lebanon with Israel. There is some Shia in Syria, but not a lot. The majority of Iraq are Shia. Same as Iran. Bahrain majority is Shia. Yemen majority is Shia. All right. And even Oman, actually, they are a form of not Shia. It's kind of, you know, you can consider them as a close to the Shia. That's why they don't side with anybody. They are not like the Sunni. So things is very, very, very risky for Saudi Arabia, and they are not ready. Like now, Iran, they are displaying supersonic missiles, and they claim it's made by them. It might be true. If this is true, the Saudi, they are making pee-pee in their pants. You know, that means the missile they can shoot is going to take few seconds, not even few minutes, because remember, Iran is just on the border. There's only a few kilometers between them and Saudi Arabia, just a few kilometers. You know, so supersonic missiles can hit very fast, and Saudi Arabia, they have no way to be able to take it down. They cannot. This is why the Saudi themselves are desperate, even though like in the appearance they are trying to make themselves, they will not sign an agreement with Israel unless there's an Israeli state. But soon you will see they will sign for any agreement Israel want, because they are so desperate to protect themselves. Sign agreement with Israel is simply a signature for protection. It's not for peace. It's to protect themselves from the Iranian. All right. So Iran now, they have to play slow in the Middle East because Trump is the president. They knew that this guy, he hate them. Especially there is an attempt of killing him by Iran. As the CIA, they announced not long time ago. We need some water. He put a lot of sanctions already on them. And if they make a mistake, he will go for it. This guy, he have nothing to lose. He have, this is the last term he will serve, so no more election. So he will be happy to make himself the hero who finish the Islamic regime in Iran. And he can. If he decide to use weapon which nobody want to use, he can. Who going to stop him? The weapon of Iran compared to America is like firework. If the American decide to attack Iran, will happen exactly what happened to Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein, he have 1.5 million soldier. The USA army took them less than 24 hours to be inside Baghdad. Anyway, Trump is not like a war. Is not a leader of a war anyway. He's a businessman. So this guy have a mentality of, this is why he's thinking about Gaza. He want to open a resort. I mean, look what he's thinking. He is always thinking about business. This guy, his brain is a businessman. Money. So, and because this is his mentality, the enemy, they understand too that this is what, as long you don't bother his business, he's fine with us. So don't play with his business. So now the Saudi, they will invest a lot of money to make Trump happy. They will say, okay, we will invest $600 billion. So now Trump, oh, okay, good. Thank you. I like you. You don't give us money, I hate you. Just watch me. I'm watching you. So anyone want to accomplish anything with America, he have to bring money and invest in America. This is Trump. So Japan, they wanted to get closer to America. They asked their businessmen who can invest in America. And right away, businessmen, they come with $500 billion. Investment. And right away, the Prime Minister of Japan came and he brought with him a lot of businessmen too to do and plan for more investment. So any country wants something from Trump, It's like, in the Middle East, they say the way to the heart of a man is his stomach. That's what they say. I don't believe in that. The heart, the way to Trump heart is his pocket. This guy, he want to make America rich, and he want to be rich too. This is what he do. This is what he do for a living. He's not a president. He's a businessman. So the president, the businessman become president. So what do you expect? You expect is to run the country as a business, as a company. That's why now he is watching for, those waste of money. Many employees, they don't have a job. They are not working. This is what an owner of a company do. Why I want to pay salary for people who don't work, which is the right thing to do. Fire them, So because he's a businessman, all those things happening for the last 70 years in America. Nobody checked them out. Nobody. Trump is doing it because he's a businessman. You open a restaurant, if you have 10 waitress and you need only 2, that means you're a fool. So why we are borrowing money when we are making a lot of money? How come we are in debt? Doesn't make sense. So he is fixing the system, which is good, as a businessman, which is even better, because he knew how to run a business. But in the same time, because he have a business mentality, he will do mistakes in politics. And that include what will happen between Saudi Arabia and Israel. Until now, Trump, he is thinking about what's happening in the Middle East as a business. So we will take people of Gaza, we open a business here. All right? And he is saying, okay, well, you know what? You want to do business with me? I will stop helping you, Egypt. I will stop helping you, Jordan, if you don't take the people of Gaza. So if he insists, he can really force Egypt and Jordan to do the impossible. Egypt without America will collapse in less than 2 months. This country cannot even afford to pay for their bread, which is essential food source in Egypt. Same as Jordan. There's no country called Jordan. If the American, they decide not to support Jordan no more, Jordan will be taken by the Palestinians. The majority of those, they call them Palestinian, but they are just Arab. They will be taken over Amman, and they tried to do that in the Black September, if you remember it, in the time of the previous king, the father of this guy. They are the majority of the population. They are more than 75 to 80%. So, and they can get weapon. So if the American, if the king of Jordan, he want to play with his tail with the American, all what they need to do, just take the protection away, including the protection of Israel. This guy now is a king is because of Israel protecting him, which means America protecting him. So this is why the king of Jordan, this midget, he come to America just to please don't do that to me, Trump. Please, I cannot afford it. Those Palestinians are already the majority of my country. So, but in the same time, in the front of the people in Jordan, I don't want to betray. But the reality is, 2 million of Gaza is the end of the king of Jordan. I assure you that. Already, like, what is the population of Jordan now? Let us see. What is the population of Jordan?
In 2023, the population of Jordan was 11,337,052.
I will not be surprised if 9 million of them at least are Palestinians. But this is what in 2023, yeah. So this guy, he cannot afford it. However, if Trump, he force him, he have to do it. He have no choice. There's some countries, they don't make living by their own. They have no income. They have nothing. You see, Jordan make living by when they sign an agreement with Israel. The American, they sign that they will buy product which is made by project done by Israel and Jordan together. Jordanian cannot do anything. I mean, they don't have the skills for anything. So now this product is made in an area between Israel and Jordan, but the major maker is the Israeli. So they are making money from. It's like a bribe, you know. It's not right business. It's just as an, let us say, appetize for, because they joined the agreement of peace. Plus the American assistance for military, for police, for food, for farming, for etc. You know, Israel actually, if they want, they can shut down Jordan in one day. They don't have water. All the drinking water is coming from Israel. You know, they have no water. And now the Israeli, during this war, they went inside Syria and they took over very important location for water, which is very important to supply, you know, like energy and electricity and water. So Israeli are very smart when it's come to those things. They are controlling all the water resource. Jordan is a dead country. You know, it's literally a dead country. See the Israeli? They took over all of this. Jordan can get nothing from it. You know. And when the Jordanian one day they offer them help with the Dead Sea, the Israeli, they offer them help. The stupid Jordanian, they refuse. If they accept at that time, things will be different for them. So I'm expecting that Trump, he will bring the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia to sign peace agreement with Israel. The Crown Prince, he will make himself look like a hero. He is defending the Palestinians, but in reality, he wish the Palestinians to disappear overnight. And this is for the benefit of Saudi Arabia. In return for that, the Israeli have to get some benefit, like business deals, etc. You know, like open borders, transportation, tourism, many things can happen. This is what Trump will do. And doesn't mean everything Trump will do is good. Until now, I did not see Trump saying anything against Turkey, which is very fishy. You see, like now, you notice they are talking about U.S. aid and the waste of spending abroad. Until now, I saw zero in any report mentioned by Trump against Turkey, even though we know that Turkey is getting massive amount of money from USA. That is very fishy. Why he's not talking against Turkey? We will see. Time will come, my friend. Time will come. And Israel will not fight by soldiers. And that will be very soon. Israel will fight to preserve their human resource by technology and technology only. Time will come and Jordan as a country will collapse because they have no water. Without war, without any war, there's no water. Time will come and Egypt is going to seek war, not necessarily with Israel. They will try to seek war with some weak neighbor country because they are out of water too. And they are out of resource. The population is increasing, almost they are 100 million, and they have no resource, no enough food. They can't even feed themselves their own bread. They don't have enough water. They don't have a clean water. They don't have enough energy. So a nation keep multiplying so fast. So if in 20 years from now, Egypt become 150 million, this country is doomed. Like right now in Egypt, every classroom they have like 100, 120 students in a classroom. It's like a sardine. There's no enough schools, there's no enough road, there is no enough hospital, there's no enough doctors, there's no enough teachers, there's no enough money, nothing. The country is garbage. So this is now. What will happen in Egypt in 100 years? It's not going to be exist, because they passed the limit which the land can handle. And usually when countries become very big in population, in order to get rid of their population, they seek war. War is a way to get rid of your... It's like, when you go in a diet, you want to lose weight. So they have too much population. They will not be able to go at war with Israel. I don't think they will dare to do so. But they might attack any of their neighbors. And most likely they will go and attack neighbors which are Ethiopia and Sudan, to seek water. Water is a problem. And through history, a lot of wars happen because of water, and water only. So the biggest concern in the Middle East is water. It's not gas, it's not oil. Like, look at Saudi Arabia. Not a single river in the whole country. The whole country don't have a single river. So some they might say, oh, they are lucky or blessed maybe by oil. No, they are doomed. If you have no water, you have nothing. Water is the most important object for any civilization. You see, in the ancient Saudi Arabia, before the Arab took over, the people of the desert, there was some ancient cities, but those cities now are dead. Why? Because there's no more water. Like the city of Al-Batra, in Jordan. One day it was very flourishing city. Everybody knows about it. As soon as the water disappear, that's it. People are gone. Who can live there? Nobody. So in the ancient Saudi Arabia, you will find amazing building actually, but it's not made by the Arab, those people. They are made by nations before them. Mostly is coming like by people coming from Ethiopia. Let me show you some. Not by the Arab. The Arab, they are not. The Arab are Bedouin. The word Arab means desert. People who live in the desert in the tent, movable houses. So as an example here, if you look at this picture here, look at how amazing it is. This is in Saudi Arabia. It's the same as the Petra. You see, sound familiar, right? It's like Petra. It's in the middle of the desert. But why it's empty? It wasn't like this when this civilization was exist. This area was green. When this is built, this area was totally green. There's water, a lot of water. The water is gone, civilization is gone. All right. This is here the Petra, and this is another example from Saudi Arabia. So those countries, they have a big problem, which is water. And because they are stupid, so through generations after generations, one of the bad habit of the Arab, they grow goats, not sheep. And that's very normal, because usually sheep are more let us say exposed to disease. They need more care. They cannot handle heat. They eat certain kind of food. Not goat can eat anything. Goat can eat plastic, anything. Just put anything in the front of the goat, would eat it. So one of the bad things about goats, because they eat anything, and specifically trees. So when little tree try to go up, grow, let us say a seed from a tree fell in the ground and it's growing. The goat come, they eat it, they kill it. And one of the things about the goat too, when they chew a branch of a tree, they poison the tree. So even if they did not kill it, if they did not eat it all, they cause the tree to die. And that's why the desert became more desert. So through, you know, hundred of years of bad, let us say, I'm not sure what the word in English I have to use, like growing animals in this land, it caused the desert to be dead. And the more and the less greenery you have, the more desert you will have. Because the greenery or trees, they can bring rain. They can generate even rain. And this is what happened in Saudi Arabia and all the Middle East. Like even Iraq is no better. Iraq is struggling badly. Even Iran, if it's continued this way, Iran is dead. If you go to Iran, you will see how massive the desert is. There's a very, very big, like very huge problem in Iran. There's no water. There's no water. You see, that's why I say like America, USA, Canada, Europe, they are blessed with the water. Water is everything. You can make water, you can make from water energy, but you cannot make from energy water. You can grow trees, but you cannot grow trees with gas. Water is the most important thing for life. All our life as a human is based on water. If we have no water, we will die. It's not a secret. You can stay without gas and stay alive. Nothing will happen. Your life will be difficult for sure. You will not have electricity, you will not have but as long as you have water, you can grow fruit, you can grow trees, you can grow vegetables. Water is the most important thing. Exactly, H2O. We are talking about you all this time and you are here, man. You did not say anything. Do you want to join us to his name is H2O. Yeah, water, too much water can kill you, and no water can, kill you too. So some countries are blessed with a lot of water, some countries they are doomed. And that's why I say the Middle East have no future. Middle East have no future. You see, the Israeli, they are smart. When one day they offered Jordanian to open a tunnel or a canal from the Mediterranean Sea all the way to the Dead Sea. Nobody thought about this except the Israeli, And if the Jordanian at that time agree, Jordan today will be different. Because if they pump water, they don't really need to pump. You open the canal because the Dead Sea is way lower than the Mediterranean. The water will run automatically by itself. You do not need a pump. In fact, you will generate a lot of free electricity forever. In the same time, the level of the Dead Sea will go so high, and the salt concentration will become so little to the point maybe fish they can grow again. Because if you pump a lot of water, and then the reason it's salty because there's no more water coming to it since long time. It's the same water and it is vibrating. So the more vibrated water, the more salty it is. Otherwise, one day the Dead Sea was the same salty as the Mediterranean Sea. But because it's a small body of water and no more water coming, no rivers connected to it, nothing. So this water is getting less and less and less. So maybe in 30, 40 years, the Dead Sea will become literally dead. There's no water. So when the Israeli offer themselves to do this project, the stupid Jordanian Muslims, they refuse. If they do, this area will become so green, so beautiful, and you can grow a lot of vegetation. Because remember, a lot of water coming, the sea is full, a lot of heat of the sun, rain will happen, rain will come, rain will fall down, the ground will become paradise. It's all about rain. It's not about being desert. Desert is not the sand itself necessarily, it is no rain. So if rain happen in this area here, around this area, all this area will become a green. And you know, if we look at the Dead Sea pictures, it's very, very sad, you know. If I am the king of Jordan, I will do anything to convince Trump to open. I mean, this is the only way you can make Trump do such a thing. Say to him, we will give you 50% of the project if you open tunnel from Israel to Jordan. He will get 50% of the electricity, 50% of tourism, 50-50. Let him do it. They can live. Jordan will be happy again, if they were ever happy before. So if you look at the Dead Sea now, let us show you some pictures. You do not need to swim in the Dead Sea because it's so salty. So you do not need to move. You float over the water. But you see, this water here is very shallow. So it sounds like there's water, but no, it's not. It's not even the size of a lake in a small town in USA. It's a very shallow water. Look at the salt. This is all salt, and it's very deadly too. You can walk, and you can the ground can swallow you, because there's a lot of empty hole under the salt. All of this is salt. Look at this. All right. If you notice with me here, do you see there is some green in the side? Do you see it in the side of the water? Even though it is salty water, even that still was there's a greenery can grow. So imagine if this sea become not that salty, and the level of the water go up. All this area was covered by water before. All this area you see here is covered by water before, you know. But now, because the water is going down, 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 you see here they are showing you, like, if you look at the mountain behind, this was under the water. There was no mountain there. This was in the bottom of the sea. Look at the salt. It's very shallow. You know. And if you walk in the dry area, which means salt only, you can end dead, because it might collapse underneath of you, and the ground will swallow you. The salt will swallow you. Like, look here. Salt. And very shallow water. It is a small lake now. Like, it's a lake, you know. It's a lake, but it's useless, except for tourism. If you see people doing this, this is what they call it. It's a mineral, will smell like sewage. They paint themselves with it. Supposedly, it's good for the skin. It's like mud, you know. Sulfur. I think it's called sulfur. Smells so bad, so ugly. It's like sewage, literally like sewage. You will find like people in Romania doing that to themselves in the Black Sea. They have a lot of it in the Black Sea. Oh, you guys in Discord, you cannot see the image from long time. You guys cannot see any screen. Nobody told me. All right. But you see, leadership is what can make a nation flourish or can be destroyed. So if the Jordanian, they have a smart king, not a donkey, this area can become the most rich area maybe in the world for tourism. And they can bring them a lot of resource for water, fresh water, not only, you know, because the sea will make rain, and rain will make fresh water, make rivers, make springs. Things will change. Donkeys, you know, what you can say. Israel itself is a desert. Israel itself is a kind of a desert, not really too much friendly, but they are, because they are close to the Mediterranean, we cannot compare between the one who is far. As soon you get far from the Mediterranean, everything will go wrong. Just to stay away from the sea. That's why in the map you see the green is where it's close to the sea. And the area can be green in high places because when the rain comes, the cloud, they keep going until they face a mountain, like here. There's mountains. And then the mountains will steal the water. The cloud will not continue. All the rain will drop here. And that's why we have here the Sea of Galilee. Because here is a high area. The water come down from the mountain, come down to the lake. The cloud cannot escape deep inside. That's why this area is desert. All right. The Euphrates River is dying. Dajla is dying. Everything, you know. There's a big problem for water in the Middle East. That's why the increase of population without war is very dangerous. War will happen again. Big war in the Middle East. It's a must. It's a necessity. It's not only because those people, they love war. To get rid of their population, war have to happen. They will fight over water, you know. Like maybe now they are fighting over land, but time will come they will be only about water. Like now Turkey, they build all kind of dams on those rivers, and those rivers are dead. Almost there's nothing. So the south, the north of Iraq is dying. The north of Syria is dying. No water, you know. Yeah. And if somebody have water, they will attack and invade to take it. Even Iran might attack Turkey because of water. In fact, Iran accusing Turkey of stealing their rain. Iran accused Turkey of stealing their rain. If you search in the news, you might see it. It sounds strange, right? Somebody accuse you of stealing the rain. Yeah, what the Turkish they are doing, since the European they found a way to make rain drop, you know, like the cloud is going. So instead of letting them go all the way to Iran, they will use those bombs, new technology, to make the rain drop in Turkey. That's why Iran accusing Turkey of stealing their rain. It's not a joke, it's real. Yeah, because you see the cloud, naturally they will continue. So you know that the cloud will not rain on you. So they will keep going. They will keep going until they meet with other force of like a cold wave of air. So with the new technology, they can create a new, let us say, situation, and cause the rain to come down from the cloud. Yeah. So they call it a cloud seeding. So they use those bombs, they shoot them in the sky, and that will cause the cloud to become rain. And that's what they are doing. This is it's a fact. Iran is really horribly suffering from the behavior of Turkey, and the Turkish, they are doing it on purpose. They know what they are doing. So as soon like they notice the cloud is going to pass to Iran, and they are not raining yet, they use those things to cause the rain to come down. So Iran is struggling badly because of the behavior of Turkey. Yeah, you see, the war is a war of rain. In Iran, there's no even, you cannot even flush your toilet seat. Some areas they have nobody have water, you know. I mean, it's horrible. Same as in Jordan, you know, in Jordan, in the summer, especially in the summer months, even now actually they don't have water. Nobody's allowed to have a swimming pool in Jordan. It's a crime if you have a swimming pool. If they find that you have a swimming pool full, like some of them, they build a villa, but they never have water in it. If you have water in your swimming pool, you will be this is a big crime in Jordan, because there's no water for drinking, no water for your poop. They are buying water from Israel. Jordan now, they are buying water from Israel. Seriously, you can search it right now. They pay for it. So they are they are doomed. They have enough problems, and Jordan are like, they are very unlucky. They have no resource, no water, no oil, no gas. They have the desert and nothing. Like Saudi Arabia, at least they have a lot of resource. Those guys, they got very unlucky. They got nothing. Literally nothing. And even their land is the kind of land you cannot use it for really farming. Very few areas they have a greenery on it, and even those areas are dying. Yeah, Euphrates is not dried, you are right, but it's almost dried. I mean, what Euphrates used to be a wide, powerful river, you know. What is today is like a creek, you know. Let me show you. We will try to find you like now actually. Now it's winter there, so it should be way better. But it's not. It's dead. There's nothing. You can't compare between what it used to be, what it is now. This is the Euphrates. Look at this. You can cross walking. Yeah, you see they built the bridge. This is maybe, I think, 50 years ago. But when they built the bridge, the water used to be high, even touching the bridge. Look, where is the water now? There's no water. It's dirty water too, stinky, because there's no rain water. Look at this. There's nothing left. Not only it's not good, even stinky water, very dirty. Look at this. We can walk in it. Before this river was massive, huge, and flood every year, crazy. No? The Turkish, they are digging, they are stealing the water, building dams. At the same time, all over the borders, they are digging in the ground, sucking the water. That dry all the springs, which is used to feed the Euphrates River. So every year, same as the other river, Dijla, This is where they have their dam. It's nothing. Any tiny lake in USA is way bigger than this. It's not even, you can't even consider it a lake. See, this is in Turkey. This is the Euphrates from Turkey. They keep sucking in the water, building dams. You know. Like, you know, if you look what the American have, like the Great Lakes, crazy. It's like an ocean of fresh water. It's a sea, actually. The Great Lakes in USA is a sea. Is not you know, is not just water. It's a massive amount of fresh water. The Great Lakes, I think, they are the biggest like lakes in the world for fresh water. For me, you know, first time I saw it, I thought this is an ocean. I mean, I know, I'm looking at the map, I know that this is not a sea, but it is a sea. Look at this. This is a lake. So can you compare between you know, what they have in the Middle East, what they have in this little tiny river Euphrates, right? We cannot compare.